Hello, my name is AockyTV, man. I want to get on here and encourage and tell everybody about the journey that I took to get monetized. And I'm only in, the lower tier. You know what I'm saying? I'm only in the lower tier. I got monetized at 500 subscribers and I needed 30,000 watch hours, right? Did that. That was easy, right? But the journey it took me to get there, I would say it took me about 10 to 11 months. I would say a year, we'll round it off. I would say it took me a year to get monetized and get in the YPP program. But the journey I took, I'm going to be honest, it kind of was an accident. I have a cousin, his name is Antonio Collins. He's doing 23 years for murder in Ohio. And we from Kentucky. I'm from Kentucky, so that's a whole different state that my cousin is doing time in. And he been locked up at this time 13 years. He been locked up 13 years. I talk to him off and on. We stay in contact. He went to jail when he was 18 years old. He went to jail 2012. I don't know the exact date, but he went to jail in 2012. He was 18. He was a kid. So we always stayed in contact and everything. So I just felt like I wanted to get a story out. I wanted everybody to understand my cousin, even the victims. Is there anything you want to apologize for, brother?
Yeah, for sure. Only thing that I would apologize is the same thing is what I could take back, man, and that's taking someone's life, Like, I didn't mean it, Like I said before, if I could look his family in the eyes and apologize, I would do that, Like, but I can't, so I can apologize now, like, I apologize because now, with me dealing with death since I've been incarcerated, I know what his family's feeling now because I'm feeling the same thing, So,
no, for sure.
I will apologize for that.
To understand, cause he was very apologetic. He was very remorseful. Not to get deep in the case, but my cousin shot the person in the leg and he died. You usually don't die from a leg shot, and he died, and they gave him 23 years. So more of the story is, I just felt like I wanted to interview him because at the time he had a cell phone in prison. I can just directly. You know what I'm saying? So he had a cell phone, so I wrote him one night. I was just thinking on it. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote him like, hey man, let's do an interview. Let's do a document. I really said documentary. Let's do a documentary. And he wrote me back the next day. And he was with it. So we locked it in. So I got all my questions together. I was very prepared. I didn't even have half of the equipment I have now. I didn't have then. I recorded it from a phone, from 2 phones. Then I just edited, on a little what's the app called? What is it? CapCut. I did it all from the phone. From that, okay. So I edited. So I put it on Facebook. That's where family at, friends, everybody that know him for real at. So I posted on there. That motherfucker went crazy. It went crazy. I ain't talking about like viral crazy, but in my community, I'm from Covington, Kentucky, where we from, and that's the hood. Like, the police is fucked up. Let's be real. The police is crazy. They are very corrupt in Kentucky, man. They at least where I'm from, they corrupt. So I dropped the video though. I dropped it. I put it on the book. It went, but I also dropped it on YouTube too. I'm sorry, cause that was my goal to drop it on YouTube. So I dropped it on Facebook. I dropped it on YouTube. Facebook went so crazy. People that don't even like my stuff liked it. The people I don't even talk to was sharing it. So basically, it went up. It was already on YouTube. I was like, okay. So that feeling I had, what got me inspired to do this YouTube journey. I'm sorry to ramble if I'm rambling, but what got me excited was the love and the feeling and how I felt when I dropped Could. It was so supportive. I said, all right. So this what I'm gonna do. I found my lane. I found my niche. This is what I'm gonna focus on. So I started doing research. So I had to do another video. Like, how am I gonna keep this going? So it's a content creator by the name of 607 I don't know if y'all hip to him or whatever, but he had it on lock. He still got it on lock. So I reached out to him. I reached out to 607
Let me ask you a question. What's the definition of selling your soul? What that mean? That's selling my soul.
Now, listen, you can't sell something that's already took from you. That's something people don't understand, right? No way you can sell your soul. The fact they tell you can sell your soul is the fact you understand that you tricked. You can't sell something that don't belong to you that's already taken. You're a prisoner in your body. So how you gonna sell something you in prison for they took from you already? Stop playing with me. I guess you don't understand. They gonna give you worthless stuff to lose your mind. So if you lose your mind, you lose your soul because your mind and your soul is connected. In order to get out of here, you gotta align. Your heart and your mind has to align or you never leave this dimension. That's what God, my mama. So you can't sell a soul, gang. Stop playing on me. How you gonna sell something?
Reach out to him, ask him for an interview. We come to a price. We do it. He called. We put it out. That boosted the page. So I was like, okay. So now I got to put the grind in. So I just started interviewing everybody in my city. Everybody from Ohio. I just started interviewing people, right? People that make sense. I ain't just interviewing anybody, but if you had a little emotion, you had a little name, I was trying to tap in with that. So I'm from Covington, so I interviewed everybody, all the rappers. We got people that write films. We got it's a lot of talent here, right? So I reached out to this artist in Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio. His name is Young Butter. I asked him for an interview. We set it up. We do it. Literally right now. And this is a year later. This Young Butter. But right now I'm gonna say this. It's at 12,000, almost at 13,000 on YouTube, and I did it in 4 months ago. But the journey that it took me to even interview him was a year later. Once I discovered my niche, once I discovered what the people wanted. I ain't gonna lie though, you got a different style.
7 minutes, 10 minutes.
You sound like yourself. You ain't sound like nobody in the industry.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna hold you.
I feel like that's why I work.
One of the reasons why was because I done got coached by, I was coached and groomed as far as rap go by guys that were supposed to be in the industry that probably never would. Like, I mean, but just, them guys that's from your side of town, like them hood classic guys like M. Dot, he from the Dub, English Woods.
Once I discovered how to work it, for a year straight, I knew to get monetized for the lower level, you had to have 500 subscribers. And you had to have 3,000 watch hours. I did that quick. I ran through there. It probably took me like 10 months. I did that. I dropped a video, a little interview, like 40 minutes to an hour. The minimum was probably 30 minutes. That was the minimum. For a year straight. I dropped. Once a week. Twice a week. Sometimes 3 times a week I was dropping. You couldn't miss me. You couldn't miss me. I just want to tell y'all, especially the small creators, don't give up. It's hope. Okay, so I get monetized. Right? They got to do a review and make sure your channel up to date. Ain't no AI. None of that, right? So I went through the journey, and I want to say, shout out to YouTube for even letting me in the program, and they give me a shot to put out my content and I'm showing my region of the world. You know what I'm saying? I would love to do collabs. So I'm rambling. Let's go back into it. So I got accepted into the YPP program. That was amazing. And I knew I earned it. You know what I'm saying? I worked so hard for it. I worked hard. It was nights when I had to go to work, but I was up editing. But I still went to work, but I'm up 2 in the morning because I have to put this video out. I have to. So I won't get on here to say, today I got this. You know what I'm saying? See this, y'all? This is the pen to verify, you know, my AdSense, my address. And now I just want to say, this is amazing, though. This is amazing, man. You know, I never looked at YouTube as a hobby or I never looked at YouTube as something just to drop. No, the moment I did it, when I made that video with my cousin, I knew from that moment this is a business. I knew it was a business from that moment. I knew it was a business. I knew what I had to do. And I knew how hard I worked to get to where I got to. And even if the lower level of content creators wasn't accepted in the YPP, I would have pushed even harder. I would have cranked up. I would have cranked up. But all I'm saying is, to the smaller community, don't give up. Grind, turn it up. Drop 3-4 videos a day. Turn it up. How bad you want it? Is your content worth watching? Enjoy it. Everybody be all after the money. Fuck the money. Now we need the money, but fuck the money. Do it because it's what you like to do. Do this because you like to create. The money gonna, if your shit that good, the money gonna come. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say, keep grinding. Don't give up. YouTube made this change because it's a lot of slop. It's a lot of bullshit on YouTube. Let's be real. It's a lot of bullshit on YouTube. People ain't being authentic. People don't even show their face no more. Faceless. Come on. Be who you are. Be authentic. I just want to say this to anybody that's growing on YouTube or has a passion to do YouTube. Like, enjoy it first. That's all. Enjoy it. Be very consistent, but enjoy it. If you in it strictly for the money, you ain't gonna enjoy it because everybody wants the revenue. Of course, everybody wants the revenue, but I don't do it for the revenue. I do it because this is generally what I like to do. I'm passionate about this. I want to get bigger that I don't have to interview local people. I want to interview the big dogs. I want to talk to 607 Unks. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to Charleston Whites. I want to talk to 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to bigger people. So I already know my goal is to get to the bigger people. I'm trying to get to the bigger people. I want to grow AockyTV. I'm going to grow it. You know what I'm saying? Get bigger space. Eventually, I want a place like a building I can shoot AockyTV out of. Like me right now, I edit my own videos. I come up with my own concepts. I make my own thumbnails. I make my own titles. I do everything alone. I do just all me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do a lot of stuff. It's very stressful, but I do it. It be days I don't want to do YouTube, but guess what I do? Get up and crank them. I make 2 just because I ain't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? But the moral of the story is, man, keep grinding, man. Let's grow it as a small community. And even when we get to a bigger community, keep making quality videos. Keep engaging with people. If somebody comment on your stuff, comment back. Because they didn't have to do that. Because some people, if they comment on your video and come back, they will unfollow you and unsubscribe to you. Like, as I'm saying, you should be happy that a stranger enjoyed your video. You should be happy for that. I'm happy if somebody give me 1 like. You know what I'm saying? Let alone 10,000 likes, right? But I've been at a time like that when my views, man, I was getting 3 views. And then I was getting 10 views. Then I was getting 300 views, you know. Then 1,000 on up. You know why? Because as I was getting those small views, I was cranking. I was still putting out content every day, every week. I told you. I didn't miss a week. YouTube couldn't miss me. AockyTV was dropping every day, once a week. If you go down my catalog right now, you will see I was very consistent. I didn't play with them. Oh, no. Oh, no. And try, I'm still learning. Let me say that. But try to find your core audience. Like, read the comments. See what people say. Like, I don't know, man. I just be trying to learn more. So I do a lot of research on YouTube. I do a lot of just research. I talk to other content creators that's grinding and doing what they got going on. And so this ain't a hobby to me. This is real life. You know what I'm saying? This is a business. This is a business to me. I just want to say to anybody that's still grinding, keep grinding, man. I'm happy that YouTube allowed me to get in the YPP program. I'm happy that when they review my content, they watch it like, this guy has potential. This guy can do it. And I'm very consistent. That's my biggest, after I'm going to make sure I drop a video. I go to work, come on, drop a video. I don't care. I do it before I go to work. I make sure I get time to drop a video. And the last thing I want to leave y'all with is don't give up. This ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't going to make it. It's about your grind. How bad you want it. How consistent is you? You know what I'm saying? But if you in it to win it, I support you, man. Let's grow together. Let's collab. Let's just. This ain't built for everybody, man. Let's be real. I seen a couple videos and I seen comments. People say they gonna quit. Well, this was never for you. This was never for you. You didn't have the passion. You didn't have it. But I tell you this, for me, all the way, longevity. I knew the moment I got on YouTube, it wasn't gonna happen overnight. I knew that. I knew it wasn't gonna happen overnight. Guess what? I already had this planned out. Before I got on YouTube, I did my research. I learned. I knew what niche. I told you it was kind of an accident. I just interviewed my cousin, so then I did my research in that field. You know what I'm saying? I did my research before I dropped my very first video. I did my research for probably like 2 weeks straight. After I already did it with my cousin, so once I figured out what I need to do, I just learned. Anything YouTube email me or send me a notification on YouTube, I read it. I watch the videos. I watch how you can get better. Like, man, y'all playing. AockyTV or no TV, boy. Yes, sir.